Yo, what's going on, guys? DJS here. Got a video review of the Gamma Blue 12s for you guys today. I'll try to make this video as quick as I can. It's been taking me a while to record it. I keep having to restart it. I have a cough drop in my mouth. I've been sick since before New Year's Eve, and it's been brutal. I've been bedridden for 4 days. Don't get the flu. I don't recommend it. Get your flu shots is all I can say about that. But anyway, I wanted to give you guys a review of the Gamma Blue 12s and kind of my thoughts on the shoe. As well as I have a couple other shoes in the backdrop for comparison, and even the Gamma Blue 11s. But bear with me, I know I'm sick. Anyway, I ended up getting these shoes from Finish Line, which was a first for me. I never get anything off of Finish Line online, but I ended up getting through and getting these on Finish Line for some crazy reason. And I know it's a hit and miss. A lot of people really liked the shoe when they saw it. A lot of people really hated the shoe when they saw it. At least images of it. I definitely was like, if there was a scale to 1 to 100, I was like a 65. I liked it. I didn't know if I love it or not. I mean, it's really hard sometimes to tell if you really like a shoe unless you see it in person. I like the idea of it. I actually like the bright blues. I think it looks dope. But when I ended up getting this shoe in person, I felt kind of let down. And I'll get into some of the reasons why in a second. But some of you guys, and I don't want this to sway anybody's opinion, if you don't like the shoe, it's not an extra reason to hate on the shoe. If you do like the shoe, it's not a reason for you to feel like I shouldn't have got the shoe. That's what I like about sneakers, is that everybody has their own opinion. Somebody left a comment on my Instagram the other day saying that they actually liked these Gamma Blue Jordan 11s the most out of any of the Jordan 11s. And you know what I said? I said, dude, I totally respect your opinion, because it's not a classic colorway, but it's a colorway that he liked. And the fact that he liked it, and he could put his stamp on it and say, this is the one that I like the best, I think that's dope. I think that is what sneakers should be about, and that's not what it is about a lot of the time. It's more about the hype and more about getting the one that's more limited than the next. And it's a tough business, because I can understand you want to have something not the same as everybody else, but anyway, I guess that's another video. Let's just try to stick to the Gamma Blue. I'll give you guys a look side by side though again, so you can see this is the Gamma Blue hit here. You can tell it's pretty much on par with this, and then I'm going to do a side by side of the sole. Now this is the one part that I really did like about the Gamma Blue 12s, is the soles. It would have actually been cool to see some clearness in between here. If these pods were maybe clear, I thought that would have been kind of crazy. Maybe it looks better with the black though. But what I did really like is this red carbon fiber. I really like that zigzag red carbon fiber look versus like on the taxi ones. Oops, let me focus that back in. You know, you got the taxi, which, I mean, I really like the taxi ones as well, because it really makes it pop. And they didn't just take the same colors and transpose them on this one. And this has a little hit of white at the top, and this one has yellow, which matches this, which obviously doesn't have white in the inside of here. So they kind of went on their own. And just so you guys can get a look here at some of the other ones, the playoff ones, if you're curious, are pretty mellow, zigzag patterned with the carbon fiber. And then the Rising Suns over here. Let's see if I can grab those. Same one with the zigzag with the grays. So when we look at the sneakers, one thing that people really, I guess, love and hate about the flu games, when they rebrought the flu games out, they were made out of this, I believe it was the same material, like the suede material or nubuck. It was not the tumbled leather, and I think people were pissed about that. I'm going off of memory here, which my memory is really shot right now, so correct me if I'm wrong. So a lot of people, some people just don't think the 12s look right with nubuck, and they like it better with tumbled leather. I do have to say I like the look of tumbled leather better. If they did this shoe right here with that tumbled leather from the playoffs, I think I would like this shoe a lot more. But I mean, I love this. I actually forgot I even had these. Like, that's how ridiculous I am. I really like these shoes a lot. Anyway. So the thing that I actually didn't like about these the most, and it's something that's really hard to pick up on the camera, because from a distance it looks like a pretty solid color, right? I mean, it looks like it's one tone color, but when I pulled them out of the box, the first thing I noticed right away is the two-toneness of the midsole and the upper. And you can see in here, like, you could see that this is like a gamma blue here, and then the midsole, since it's a different material, it's a different hue of blue. And to me, that's just weird to me. I personally am like, no, like, you gotta have the same exact color. If you're gonna have a vibrant color, you have to be able to have it look the same. And I looked at this immediately, was like, whoa, wait a minute, there's two colors. And that separated it for me. Like, I was like, well, this is not the one. I already have a seller lined up, or excuse me, a buyer lined up for these. So just so you know, I'm not going to be keeping them. It's one of those things that they looked great, and I thought they were going to be great. I never even saw the sole online. I didn't care about the nubuck. I like the hits of red. Some people didn't like that they threw in the red. I actually like the red stitching and the red 23 and all that jazz. And then the Jumpman on the tongue there, or on the toe, excuse me. But that variegation of blues destroyed it for me. Now, if you guys like that, or if you didn't notice it before, that was the first thing I noticed. If you did get these shoes and you don't even care about that, like, leave a comment, let me know. But for me, again, it was a killer for me to see the two different ones. Now, if you look at like the taxis, I mean, it's a little bit, it's difficult because it's blacks. I mean, you can have different shades of blacks, and I think it'll be fine. And this one's pretty much, and at least in my eyes, it's spot on. I mean, it's different materials, but they're both still black. And then the same thing with the playoffs. It's different materials, but it's still both white. So it doesn't stand out as harsh. But when you have a vibrant color like that, and it's two-tone like that, it looks like this side didn't have any sun exposure, and this side down here had a ton of sun exposure. So that was my big letdown for those shoes, honestly. And then here's the patent, like on the Rising Suns. And you know, this is an interesting one because the Rising Suns, you can see right here the pattern, and it's perforated here, and then it's tumbled in between. So kind of interesting. A lot of people, you know, again, just like mostly the tumbled leather. But anyway, that's kind of my thoughts on the shoe. I just was kind of hoping for something really cool, but then I got it and I was like, man, it's just it was kind of a letdown for me. And I don't want this to deter your guys' opinion for the shoes. If you guys still like the shoes, I mean, that's totally cool. But and from a distance, I mean, to be 100% honest, from a distance, you're never going to be able to notice that this is a two-tone color unless they get up to the shoe like this close. They're not going to tell. So is it nitpicking? I mean, you guys can make fun of me all you want if you think I'm nitpicking, but I do like to have the same kind of uniform tone, and if it's not, then I'm like, dude, it just feels weird to me, and that's my personal thought on it. So I take it for what it is, and that's all we got. Anyway, I'm feeling pretty down right now. I need to go lay down. Thank you guys for watching, and I apologize I have not done any weekly recaps due to the timing of things. I just haven't had the opportunity to do them. I will try to get one maybe in tomorrow, but I do apologize I haven't been putting them up. I will get back on the regular cadence to do them on Fridays. It's just been really a really rough week getting compose my senses right. But have a good one, guys. Stay safe out there. Hopefully you guys had a good New Year, and stay warm. I hear back east it's really cold, so I've seen on the news now that I've been awake. And also I've heard unfortunately Uncle Phil passed away, man. And I posted that on Twitter, and people were like, you have been out of it. And I was like, what? I told that to my wife, and my nose is running right now, sorry. I told that to my wife, and she got home from work at like 9 p.m. And she's like, that happened like 2 days ago. I was like, what? I was like, oh man, I really didn't know what was going on. But anyway, I'm pretty much beat. We'll catch you guys later. Again, don't let me influence you guys either way if you do or don't like the shoe. I'm just giving you guys my opinion why I don't, or why I thought it was a little bit off. Have a good one. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.